Right, right, another session of 4-0 on 888. I am the Magic Tea on 888. And I think this one's just going to be for me. I don't think I'm going to upload this to anywhere other than YouTube. So I'm not going to bother trying to introduce myself or anything like that, because I'm the only one that's ever going to see it. Had a very nice session last night. Won like $12, which is good for me. Which I think is pretty good for 4-0, you know, with a few buy-ins up. That's nice. Haven't gone so well so far in this session. I've only been playing for, you know, like 10-15 minutes, but that's enough for a micro stakes player to decide that the game's rigged, etc. So I'll have to see what the rest of the session brings. Playing 5 tables because it is 4 ring. So, you know, as you can already see just from me talking, there hasn't been very much action. I think I am going to just call the 2 to win 14 with a king. This is an interesting spot. Out of position. Oh, yes, we may well have the best hand. I'm just going to check, though. I don't feel much point in betting out. There could be middling pocket pairs that decide to take a stab. That decide to continue. It's just such a difficult spot. I think the fact that it's suited is itching me towards calling. I'm actually going to fold. I let the time run out there because I had decided I was going to fold. Just, you know, the only flop that's good for us is basically either 10 high flop or and we hit 2 pair, except it's not really 2 pair. Well, it is 2 pair, but not the beneficial 2 pair because everyone's already got a pair. I'm actually going to bet my... I'm actually just going to check call my king here. I don't think it's worth trying to get value. I think people turn up pretty much only with better kings. I don't think we're getting called... We're probably getting called by a 7, that's it. No one had a 7 though. Why the fuck did it just sit me out? Why is it not posting my blinds? Oh, is it because every time you voluntarily sit out, it just takes you off and post blinds? That is a piss take at the bottom left table right there. 4-9, I'm just going to fold here on the button with 2 limpers. Don't really want to see a flop with that hand, even though I'll be in position. Likely to pick up a couple of callers, so I thought I'd just give it a miss. King Queen on the top middle table. It just comes around to me like that. So I'm making... Oh shit! Did not mean to make it 30. That was a huge mistake. Get folded anyway. Meant to make it 13 and not 30. That was a misclick, and oh my god! I mean, I really need to sort out these misclicks that I accidentally open my documents. Jack 2, fold, fold, fold. Ace 3 I will raise here. We have picked up a limper early position, which is a bit weird. I have this thing up here just to write down the time of significant hands. Not going to open King Queen off. Queen Jack offsuit from the middle position here. If it was suited from the hijack, if it was suited, I probably would open it. I am going to open a suited Ace 9 from the hijack here though. And I think I'm just going to check King 6. Not quite good enough for me to feel comfortable making a raise. Interesting flop here. I think it hits his range reasonably well. We got called out of the small blind here. We hit a king over here. Definitely going to bet out here. Just going to bet 6. We'll of course be raising 7s over here. And I am going to make a continuation bet here against the big blind. He does have quite a few 10s in his range. You know, sort of lower end Broadway cards, 9s, 10s, when he continues out of the big blind. Of course, there's a very wide range out of the big blind. But it's not a completely innocuous flop that we can expect him just to be check folding on every time. We could pick up a flush draw here. It's only a one card flush draw to the river, so it kind of diminishes our semi-bluff value. I am actually going to fire again, and the reason I'm going to fire again is I don't think he could have a lone. Oh. I'm just going to fold. I'm actually just going to check back here. Look at the flush. Hopefully he bets out. And he does. He bets out big. Wow. This is super good for us. And I'm going to raise to 120, I think. or 115, I think. Want to make it reasonably big. He snaps us with ace jack. Oh, he had a straight. Wow, that's a bad river, unlucky river for him. And of course we could have made that much larger if we'd only had the straight. Oh, we should have made it larger, to be honest. Actually, I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't have called anything larger. I mean, realistically, he has to put us on a flush. There's no other hand that makes sense there, given our line. Checking back the turn. That's a significant hand, and it probably started at about 640, I would assume, something like that, 640. On this board, we're just going to be check folding. Ace-9 unsuited from the hijack. Given the short stacks, I think we can actually open that. King Queen suited, I also think we can open. I'm just going to fold Jack Deuce there on the small blind. I'll give him a walk. That's fine. Pocket fours here. I don't mind taking this multi-way, which is why I probably should have made it about 14 here from early position. That probably would have been the smarter play to do. I actually don't think this guy has many aces in his... I'm just going to fold here. I'm going to fold to this large sizing, although this is quite a favourable position to set mine. No, I think I just have to throw away. Ace-9, not going to raise there. I actually think we've got more aces in our range than he does, given that he just flattered. We have plenty of ace-king, ace-queen in our range. When he snaps, though, I can't imagine what he could possibly have other than sort of like a middling ace. He probably won't bet a middling ace. He'll probably check behind with his middling aces. When he bets out, it's very interesting. The turn has given some draws, but not the kind of draws that I would put him on. Particularly if he flats from hijack. I mean, we're definitely folding here, no doubt. It's very interesting that his line that he's taken here. Very interesting with king. Well, obviously, just folding king queen suited. You know, it's a shame, but oh, it's such a wet board. I think he's got a low pocket. I'm going to bet 18. I think he's got a low pocket pair a lot of the time when he just bets out. When he just limps in early position. Could we defend? What's this guy's opening range middle position? Oh, we only have 17 hands on. We've only have 6 hands on him playing in from middle position. He's raised one of them. 8 to win out position. If it was suited, I would continue here, but offsuit, I think it's okay to fold to the middle position raise. Definitely going to be making this 13 here. This guy in the big blind here, we've got a lot of hands on him. He folds the big blind a lot, and we've already had success pressuring him when he's in the big blind. We have a nice dynamic with him here. Oh man, such a short stack. If we flop a king or a 7, we're almost certainly getting it in with this guy, and we're getting it in nicely. Which makes me think I can flat here. This guy could squeeze very much. He probably knows what we're doing given the size of this guy's stack. If he's got any kind of holding, pick gut shot here. Just going to check back and only really continue on jacks. Definitely raising the button here. They seem extremely... Oh, no king or 7 in sight. Just going to fold king, not 9-5 here. And I am actually just going to check to this guy. And he probably will just shove, and he probably will just shut down. He's definitely got a lot of aces in his range, better kings, pocket pairs. So there's no point trying to make a hero call there, I don't think. Ace-4 suited, definitely folding from hijack. Wow. Shove. 3-10, folding hit pocket aces. 2-2 in 10. You know, I'm actually just going to fold. I'm going to limp in the aces here to try and hopefully see some action from one of these players. Worst case scenario, worst case scenario is we go 4-way here. That would be horrible. Yes, that's the re-raise I wanted to see. And I am going to make it, so 16. I'm actually just going to make it small. So 32, no, I'm going to make it 39 actually. I'm just going to make it quite small. He will be taking flop out position, so we want to give him slightly favourable odds. Is this guy just going to fold? Wow, he raises all in with 8-4. Oh my god, please don't give... Okay, there you go. When the 4 came on, he hit the 8 and the floor. He hit the 8 and the 4. Thank God for that ace there. He almost got there. Wow. Almost got there, wow. Oh god. can't type. Almost got there, but didn't, thank God. I've got a very bad track record of aces holding up, to be honest with you. What a very odd play. I mean, he must have just thought that everyone was messing about with their limps pre, but they weren't. They weren't messing about. I certainly never mess about with limping early position. The only hand and the only starting holding that I ever limp from early position is aces. And if it's a reggy table, like a table of regs, then I won't even do that. I'll just open aces. I'll make it 12. But if it's a table of relatively unknowns, like here, we don't have any history of any of these players here. Absolutely none of them we have history with. So feel very comfortable. Just limping in to induce a raise, and we did. We got raised with an 8-4. And not only that, we also got an extra couple of big blinds, or a couple of extra limpers that decided to come along for the ride. And he decided to go a bit mental and shove. Now, there's no fold equity with that shove as well, so I mean he's just obviously just a maniac. And I should probably tag him as a maniac actually. I am going to tag him actually. Player notes, just get that up there. Nines, do I want to open nines here? Yeah, I think I will open nines. Do I want to open ace-jack suited? Yes, I do. If it wasn't suited, I probably wouldn't. Just going to fold 8-5 here. Anyway, let's get the player notes up for that guy. Oh, where did the notes go? Oh, the notes have disappeared. We've exited from the notes. We get a call out for small blind. We're check 2 on a king 7-7 board. And down here we get raised. Quite a big re-raise. You know, I'm just going to respect this raise here. I'm just going to throw away nines. Even to a small 3, even to a small bet, I just don't want to get into an awkward position. Happy to check back here. Could have the best hand, you know, there's a chance. Do we get him off a king? No. Do we get him off a 10? Probably not. Do we get him off a 6? Yeah, we get him off a 6. And his other pocket pairs doesn't have. If he has a king or a 10, we're not getting him off that, so there's no point betting. Ace queen, wow. Now, that's a hand we were going to get him off, but I didn't think he'd have the hand. This guy, 32, 42, 48. I don't mind making it 50 here out of position. He's unlikely to continue here because we have history on him. We've actually made a note of him that he's very likely to fold to 3-bets. He really doesn't like 3-bets. I am just going to call here with a suited jack. Going to fold king jack there. Wow, clubs everywhere. Don't hit anything here with the jack 4. That's a shame. Do we want to call 8 to win 22? I think we will, because this guy's likely to call then if we do, which he does. Ooh, we likely to have that we rate to have the best hand in this situation. I don't mind betting out here. Charging diamonds. It's difficult for them to continue here. The pre-flop aggressor may well continue, but he doesn't, he just folds. So it's a nice protection bet there in my opinion, and we pick up jacks here. I am going to make a small bet. Just going to make it 8. I think we do get value. It looks like we're just stabbing at a pot that's been left alone. Get called definitely by 8s and 5s. And maybe ace high that thinks we're just messing about. Yeah, we got called by an 8, so that's fine. And a really bad 8 as well, 8-3. I guess he was just taking jack as his kicker. How many times have we seen this guy fold to steal? Oh, just once. Okay. With limpers, I'm just not going to bother. I don't really want to take a flop with 6-3 because we're probably going to table flop. 9's on the button up at the top left, and as seemingly we're playing 6 max because there's 3 players sitting out for some reason, or at least waiting for the big blind. take it down pre. Going to be folding 6-5 at the top. King 5 suited, not going to be opening there. It's been a very uneventful session so far. Not many hands to speak of. If it was suited, I'd open, but it's not suited, so I'm not going to open from cut-off. Oh, we're seeing open. See quite a big bet out here on this quite wet board here. Wow, he's really pushing it, this guy up here, really pushing it. That's almost a snap bet out, and this guy cannot feel comfortable with that at all. Obviously not going to be calling that under the gun raise. Wow, he makes the call insta shove. Yeah, no surprises there. And I wonder what on earth he can have. That's a very, very interesting hand that I wasn't involved with here. I think I'm going to open to 14 when I'm in early position here. Queen's definitely going to be re-raising, I think. It's a small open. Happy to make it 30, I think. Could make it 32, but you know what difference does it make? Suited, happy to open. Not suited. Oh fuck! Should have made it 14 there. It's something that I'm trying to do. Make it slightly larger when I'm under the gun. This is interesting. We've only got 18 hands on him, so we haven't got any history here. I am actually gonna call because of the small sizing here. He calls, and the board comes like this, and we have an overpair. I'm not sure if we can get away with this. We have to bet out once, though. We have to bet out once. You could have aces or kings here and just be slow playing us down. It's a very interesting hand that started at about, when did this one start? About 6.54. 6.54. Okay, I'm going to check behind. There's quite a lot of good rivers for us, mainly clubs. And I am going to call, or if he opens shoves, that is horrible for us. Horrible if he opens shoves. 65 cannot fold. The only hands I'm worried about here is, you bet 17 here, definitely going to call. Could even re-raise. I think I'm just going to call. The only hands I'm worried about are kings or aces. Ace 10, brilliant, brilliant. Interesting that he opened ace 10 suited from, what was it, sort of middle position / under the gunny sort of position, and then decided to have a cheeky bout. He overpots it on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The only hand he's doing this with is a straight, so I think we can feel very comfortable just folding. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that one. $6.55 was the hand that we had queen. I'm not sure what this $6.54 one was. I'm just going to leave that open for now. Started the video about 35 past, I think, something like that. So it's a bit about 5 past, I guess, or 10 past, something like that. We have had hardly any action so far. So unless we get a significant amount of action in the next sort of 10 minutes, I'll probably extend the video slightly. Jack 7 on the button, definitely something that we feel fine about raising. 4-6, this guy's folded his blind to steal. 5 out of 5, oh, this guy opened, so this guy folds his blind. Oh, it's the same guy. Oh, that's fine. So I feel fine taking a flop in position, pressuring this limper up here. I'm sure this guy will fold unless he has a strong holding. This re-raise, we absolutely have to respect it. I am just going to fold, even though it's very good odds. You know, 24 to win 60. He's a short stack and he folds his blind a lot. His 3-bet is only 2. We've seen 3-bet, once out of 50 times, so we absolutely just have to fold here. Ace Queen on a broken table. A broken table down here at the bottom. 10-9. How many aces are in our perceived range? It was just limped around pre. I'm just going to make a very small bet of 6. Kind of for protection. I doubt any of these players has an ace. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this board. I'm just going to check to this guy here, and perhaps he leads out here. Going to check back, and we have an extremely strong hand. One that I'm willing to raise if he bets out. When he just checks to me, I think he's likely to call a bet, so I'm going to make it slightly larger. I'm going to make it 17, but he just shuts down, okay? It's one of those boards where no one's messing about. Everyone needs a piece of it, and we take down this pot here. Were we getting value from 8-3? No. He can't continue. Did we just get a walk with Ace King? Oh my word, that's sad. Why is this open here from the short stack? I think I just get out of this table. I don't want to play four-handed. Sit our next big blind. Thank you very much. Ace Dewey. Nice hand to say goodbye to, and I'll get a table up in a minute. Oops, Ace 3. Didn't even notice this one. On another broken table down here. Not many players left in this one either. Gone all in up here on the flop. 4-way. Wow, what a pot. Was it like a 4x open called live by 3 players? Has 888 just broken? I'm going to say that it has. Yeah, it's... Oh no. Maybe it hasn't broken yet. Yeah, it definitely has broken. I think I'm disconnected. Not much to say about this. Just gotta wait for this to reboot, I guess. For something to happen. There you go, reconnecting. Come on. Wow. Guess I'll just end this one here. I'll restart it in a second. Wow.